Wow. Hey, everybody. Let's see if I can see y'all. All right, I know, honestly, I just decided to jump on and talk about this because, and I don't even know if this is broadcasting. Like, I have no way of knowing. So I'm gonna kind of sit for a sec. Hi, baby D. Good to see you. Karen. Hi. LB. Yeah, Jesse. Hey. Hey, Shayna. Hey, Rome Picks. Sean, Little Dove. Hey, guys. Hey, Humanimal, Nikki. Hey, what's going on? Ah, great. Gourmet Thursday. Good to see you. Karen Wise, Janet, Nostalgic Needlework. Linda, Hank, Cruz Boston. You're my hero. Thank you for showing up. She's the best ever. Hi, falsely accused. Hi, babe. Homesick today. You look, oh gosh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, my little scarf on my head. I know. Can I stand it? It's just like, So, hi, Tiffany. It's good to see some of you guys. I wanted to come on and talk about depression because, I've had this for a long time and I really, I know LB, right? I do hide it well. The thing is that I am under care. I do spiritual work. I do all kinds of stuff, with it. And I have to tell you, I wanted to come out to you guys because I feel like, depression can be a physically debilitating disorder, and I really want to validate that for people. And I think for me, it strongly comes on under any kind of huge emotional stress. And when there's like a disorder in the world, when there's a lot of it going on. And so it's challenging for me at times because, as you guys can tell, it's like sometimes I'm just like, okay, I'm so grateful that Cruz Boston or goes through and kind of says, okay, I'm going to hold this for, take some comments off. Because it's very, and I'll look at your notes in a minute. But I think that it's important that, especially because of this technology that we have now, when you look at people on television, you're looking at them as these perfect little machines, right? And you can say anything you want later and go, oh, I can't stand this person or what have you. But they're paid for that. Right? They're paid to do that job. And, years later, we'll find out that, in Hollywood, somebody hung themselves or whatever. And we're like, gee, I never saw that coming. And I'm not saying I'm going to do that. Don't get me wrong. But, it is a constant thing, when you have that issue. And I have to tell you, it's a constant thing where, and I have a few friends that have it. And so we talk about it and we encourage each other. And, but I wanted to come out to all of you because I kind of felt like, no one's perfect. No one does this life perfectly. No one is going to, my father used to say, you're not getting out alive. And I think that, I've learned to have a sense of humor with some of my own foibles and with that of my friends sometimes. And, the thing is that the reason I wanted to come on and just with, hair without, this is like 10 days with these nail strips. I have to put new ones on. But, when a depression hits, and I don't know if any of you, have any of you, I wake up depressed most mornings, but it wears off throughout the day. Yeah, LB, exactly. Caroline, I'm glad you're talking about, oh my gosh, so many people. And I think it's important to encourage you and go, hey, you're not alone. It's like I'm sitting here and yeah, I have things that I say that come through me, not to me. And I share with you, truth bumps, I share with you what I am feeling or experiencing, but I don't do life perfectly. I have weird freaking hair days, and I have days when, I haven't redone my nails, but I think that we all get to be real, Sean says, I've struggled with depression. Carnivore diet helps immediately. Okay. I'm thinking that, Prince Harry's talking about it now. when I love that red like wine. You are brilliant, red like wine. You are just like freaking brilliant. She just said another way of looking at depression is hidden knowledge. I think that I agree. And I just wanted to say that what happens is I literally, and just so you guys know, I did a bunch of readings last week, and I want to talk about some of those things another time, but some of the things that came up for me. But one of the things that happens is that, especially then coming off all of the readings I did, because I did a ton of readings and it helped pay down some of Owen's medical bills. And it's been really tough because when I come back from a trip, it's like I literally I lay there. It's like I'm almost unable to move for 2 days just from all the energy out in the world. And coming off the shootings this weekend, I think that for me, thank you so much, you guys, for being honest about this. I'm getting teary because it's like, we're the cliche of we're only as sick as our secrets. And I feel like I have to come out and say this to you because once I say it and I own that I'm challenged with this, then it opens a door for possibilities. And I'm seeing my doctor this week. I do holistic stuff as well. But so I want to really underline that it is something that needs to be managed. Managed meaning, you got to take care of it like you would a child in a sense, and Cruise Boston, you're right. Let me tell you something. Life isn't just hard for most people. It's hard for most people I know. And a lot of us suffer in silence. And so what I really wanted to come out today and share with all of you is that if you're going through this, you're not alone. You are not the only one out there. If you go through these periods where it's like so hard to get off the couch, I mean, literally, the way it affects me is that I have my breakfast and I sit down in my super comfy, easy chair, and it's like, uh-oh. And I have this thought of like, I've become my dad. Like, I just like go, uh-oh. And I literally, it's almost like, and I was trying to explain this, I feel like I have magnets in my body and I'm literally stuck. And I don't know if you've ever had that experience. It's like, you just get so stuck. And it's like, I think it was a week and a half ago, I went, oh my gosh, I have like serious bills. And I said to my assistant, I was like, I pay her, And I said, okay, I got to do readings. I've got to do this stuff. And so when I make appointments like that, it really mobilizes me because it does make me focus. And anyway, the whole point of my sharing this with you is because I do want to mention, it is paralyzing. Thank you, Melissa. Oh, you so have it. It is like, and for those of you who don't know, the old thing of like, I didn't inhale. Well, I did when I was in high school. But anyway, and I'm not much of a pot person, but I had a friend in LA and I happened to be a good baker, right? And so she made me one night, she's like, can you make pot brownies? And I'm like, or pot cookies or something. This is like 10 years ago now. So I'm going to explain it this way. And she was like, oh, look, there's some broken ones. Let's have these. And they're like this big, right? And I was making them for her because she brought, it was medicinal, whatever. But I just think that, once I get into it, I'm like, ooh, I don't want it. But anyway, it's like 10 or 15 years ago now. And I made them and we would eat only the broken ones. And I have to tell you, I stood there in the kitchen. I was like, we started at 10 o'clock at night. We came to it about 4:30 in the morning, standing in the same spots. And all I can tell you is in a way, that's what my body felt like and feels like when, it's like everything and then I go, okay, the day's gone. What happened? So I want to say that really, really try to understand that, as a creator for me, and I'm creative, I create, and I'm still like a girl. I still love these kinds of things. That's why some of you saw in the conversation, the discussion part, I talked about the nail thing I got involved with. And it really struck me today because somebody wrote, I really don't like that you said such and such about so-and-so. And I thought, you know what? You don't subscribe to my channel. Please don't take this the wrong way, you guys. You don't subscribe. You don't even follow what I do. Go away. I already struggle with enough of my own stuff. I don't need, and so I say this to you and I come out to you because we as a community have to protect other creators. And that's my thing too. I don't like when people are like mean in that way. It's like, look, I don't really need your opinion today. You know what I mean? No one woke up. God did not write you a letter and say, dear Tori, I need your opinion. Usually he writes, dear Tori, I don't need your help today. Love, God. So that's kind of my agreement. But sometimes it's really hard, you guys. And that's what inspired me to come out and say to you, I have had a really hard time this weekend with the shootings. And part of what happened, and I'm just going to be full disclosure with you guys, I have this understanding in my heart that I don't really hate anybody. By that I mean I may not dislike certain people, I may not agree with some of the things they say, but I don't have the level of hate and despising that makes me not want to listen to somebody at all. Like, I can't operate in that. And so a lot of times, and this goes to the depression too, yeah, okay, tell me about it, Tori. I think what I'm trying to say is that if I get caught up in it, if I get caught up in being caught with an opinion, it's not healthy for me, because here's the deal. At the end of the day, I don't have, about this is that what I believe, this is my own thing, what we resist persists. So I don't get into any of the resistance. I just get into kind of my own flow. I meditate, or it's dangerous for me, And I think that I just want to say that, this weekend with these tragedies that were happening, everybody was looking to be angry at a particular person. And somebody was like, how could you not hate so-and-so? And I'm like, I got to be honest with you. I just don't have that capacity. Even if I don't agree with somebody, I just don't hate them, because I kind of feel like we either love everybody, or we don't like anybody. And bear with me. We don't have to admire people's behavior. We don't have to think that they're great thinkers. We don't have to, but I don't have the capacity to hate, because for me, and I could, and when I get into it, that's where my dangerous slope begins. I don't know about you guys, but when I get into my anger, and especially having issues around depression, it's it just envelops me. I can't live like that. And so, there were some people going, I can't believe you'd have this point of view. And it's like, no, what you don't believe is I don't agree with you. That's what you don't believe. It's not the point of view I have. It's that I'm not thinking like you. And I think this is one of the biggest challenges I think we have, is that, I feel deeply empathic about the shootings. And I'm getting truth bumps as I say this too. I feel very empathic. It affects me emotionally. And people were today, I was out and doing stuff, and people today were saying to me, gosh, I'm so tired. Or I go, you were energetically affected by what happened. And they go, oh yeah, you're right. See, we forget that we are energetic beings, that these things are happening to us. And there are times for no reason. People are like, I got to get over this. I'm like, why do you need to get over it? I feel that way about depression, in the sense that I need to just be with me and know that this is just a part of the passage. But I have to tell you, I can't. It's so dangerous for me to engage in, I hate this person or I hate that person. I may not agree with some ideology, but that doesn't mean I'm going to take the energy to hate them. If someone breaks the law, arrest them. It's that simple to me, and I feel like that's why I do enjoy looking at true crime and looking at some of these cases, and I do have a new case or two that I want to look at. But Susan Monday, oh my gosh, I want to just shout out to Susan, everybody. Today is her mom's birthday, and she killed herself 12 years ago. Susan Monday, we're sending you lots of love. And I just, when I'm in my own depression, my empath is really strong. And so I just want to tell you, I really feel that feeling. I get it. Of and I say this to people all the time, it's yeah, I don't want to be here, but I'm not going to do anything about it. But right now I'm and you know what, for me, that means eat chocolate, watch Columbo, lay on the couch, talk to a friend. When people say to me, and I love this, and Susan, can we all just send Susan some really, This is going to sound really strange, but I want to say this is not, nobody's going to understand this, and I may get like slammed for it. But I want to say it's a powerful anniversary. It's a reminder that, you know, that she couldn't be here, but you are. And I'm sorry about your loss, Susan. And I just want to, oh, Joni, thank you so much. Joni says, thank you for this, Tori. You may have already said this, but I think empaths are deeply affected with depression because of our love. Yes, I think we are. Teresa AM, 1979, you are so funny. Okay, that's it. We're going to have a monthly bed in. We're just going to do a John Lennon, stay in bed all day. She said, if you're happy and you know it, lay in bed. Oh my God. That's going to be my theme song. If you're happy and you know it, lay in bed. Okay. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think, Nola, you know what, Nola Chick, I love you. Because I just joined what I miss, everything. It's like, you missed nothing. You showed up at the perfect time. And I think that I can't imagine that pain with a mom. I just lost a cousin to suicide last month, and that's been tough. See, this is the thing I'm saying. Are you all noticing that suicides and mass shootings and all of this, it's not that it didn't happen before, but it's more in our face now. And I think it has so much to do with the fact that we've got social media now. We are so instant with it. And I think that, it's very interesting. And I just want to tell you, I didn't know, oh gosh, what's his name? Robin Williams. I didn't know him, but I did an interview on one of my first tarot summits. And I think it was right before I left LA. I want to say it was 2015. Anyway, and I interviewed, oh my gosh, I can't think of his name. He was on Dallas, Lee McCloskey. He was very good friends with Robin Williams, and I didn't know, and Lee and his wife and I and the crew, we were walking in Lee's garden because he was showing us the house and the garden. And he was talking about Robin Williams, and I just was like, because I said he had just taken his own life. And I said, that level of depression also has the thing of there's no way out. It's like being locked in a room. And one of the things that happens when we talk about it is we become like Houdini, because we break out. And now, okay, so it may be embarrassing, right? It may be embarrassing for me to say that to you, but now I got nowhere to hide, because once you say to people, hey, I have this, or I this is what I grapple with, this is what I work with this. And I have to be honest, I'm amazed. I have a new book coming out in a couple of months. I'm amazed I get things done. And it's very challenging, but I do try to validate and say, you know what? I'm just going to write 2 pages today. Just 2 pages. That's all I have to do today. And sometimes I write 10, 20, 30. Sometimes I write 2, but because I'm a writer, that's what I have to sometimes force myself to do, even though I love it. Alistair Sebastian, thank you. Sending you love and light from South Carolina. I'm so grateful for you. I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much. Leah? Thank you. It's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in so long. Thank you, Tori, for articulating what we're all feeling. And it's hard. It's hard to say that, Elisa Nielsen, thank you, by the way, for the super chats. It means so much to me. Depression, I think, makes you more open-minded to others' feelings. It does, Elisa. It really does. I'm so grateful for the super chats. I think what happens is that sometimes when I go into my big depression, and this was a big one, all right, since I did the last broadcast through now, it was 3 days, 4 days where I was like, okay, this is really bad. And you know what? Can I be honest with you? My friends, and God bless them, I love them, but they go, why don't you get up, go for a walk? And I'm like, that's too perky. I can pace my house a little. There are days you can't be perky, guys. You can't motivate, right? And I realized, I was sitting there and I went, I just want to go to bed. And I was like, no, I'm going to talk to you guys. I'm going to do a live, and then I'm going to take a hot shower, and then I'm going to chill and probably do my nails because I want to do them. But I'm going to let you guys tell me which ones I should do because I'm really on the fence. I've got a couple choices and I'm really digging some of these. So will you help me? Will you guys help me if I tell? Because this is what happens. I become so indecisive when I'm in this space. Okay. I'll pull that out in a second. Let me just see what's going on here. Sometimes people that harm themselves won't get treatment because they get put in a hospital when actually they need stitches. Okay, but people won't front to hospital. I don't know what that means. There's so much available to treat ADHD because it's become very common. Yes, ADHD is another thing. Here's the thing, I feel like I could go, here's the scroll of what I have. And I feel like what has helped me tremendously, and some of you have seen this, is my sense of humor, because I kind of go, okay, today's one of those, I think I need to melt chocolate and put it on a banana and put, all I want to eat is bananas and whipped cream. So that I'm losing myself, right? It's kind of but here's the thing, the more honest we can be, the more truthful we can be, the more we can help each other. Because I think that, in this last couple days, I've really seen a lot of people wanting to blame a particular group of people and go, well, it's not, this isn't a mental illness. This isn't this, and this isn't that. How do you know? You're not a freaking doctor. I'm not a doctor. But I do know that when I feel debilitated, I did this years ago, by the way, and I'm going to can I give you my little list of 5? I have 5 things to do when you get completely lost. Let me see if you guys want to, yeah, exactly. I'm an empath. I've read that empaths are more prone to depression. It is true. Yeah, it's true. Okay, so here are the 5 things, or there are only 4 likes. Oh, okay, the 5 things I do. So first of all, I did this years ago. I made sure I knew someone who was always awake. Meaning I have friends that are night owls and I have friends that are early people. So I had this for years. I still have people that stay up till 5 in the morning. And there's 2 or 3 of my friends like that, where if I'm really in a bad place, I can call them and go, okay. And, they'll talk to me. And I know that that's my first line of attack, always to have. So I have someone on, automatic, and I still have this old list by my bed, and I've crossed people out as they move or what have you. But I have at least 3 people who I know are up at off hours. And then I have people during the day. So, yeah, it is bad to watch hours and hours of news. But you see, this is what happens, right? Okay, somebody said sensible crime. It is bad to watch hours and hours of news. That's fine. But when a depression sets in, here's the thing that happens, though, and this is really scary. At least for me, you start to watch the news and you identify so much with those feelings, you feel that you're not alone. Now, unfortunately, it's validating the depression, but at the same time, it's actually a support that you're not alone, because you're like, this is horrific. I feel horrific. Oh, we got a lot in common. So I know that sounds terrible, but it's almost like taking someone else's feelings so that you're not crazy. So the first thing I do is I always make sure I have someone who I can call 24/7. The second thing I do is that I make sure that I am always kind of aware of my own warning signs. For example, I did a ton of readings, right? So when I did all those readings, I knew what that was going to mean. So I went and got a massage. So there's certain things. So that's the second thing. I immediately go to body work. I get Reiki. I get body work, cranial work, which is great. The cranial sacral work. And then the third thing is I stay in touch with intuitive friends of mine, and I go, I'm in it. And then they can just tell me and remind me, because one of the things that happens, and I had this happen during one of the readings this weekend, and this person was like, I'm really in this place. And I go, yes, you are. And what I saw was, because, you're highly intuitive in that state. And what I saw was, I said, you're also experiencing an anniversary of a loss. And she was like, no, I'm not. We're talking for a while. And all of a sudden she goes, oh my gosh, It's not my loss. It was her. When she was like 8, her mother lost her brother. It was a crib death, so she didn't really remember all that much because it was a blur. But it was that day, and so sometimes there are triggers. So I usually have my triggers circled on the calendar. I always do. Like, I know the day of my father's death, the day of my mother's death, Frank's death. Owen's still here, guys. He's like, I don't know what's going on, but his tumor shrank. I mean, I'm not even gonna say anything. He could, pass out tomorrow, but it's just whatever. But he's just cuddlies. He's very Cancerian. My Owen dog, the one in the picture here, he will wrap around me like a tuba. Just like wrap around me like a tube, an inner tube. And when I'm doing a reading, because he's so empathic. Anyway. And then, so I know anniversaries. I also know to touch base with my doctor, and I touch base with her, and I let her know I'm going in, and then she makes sure that I have a number of somebody on call in case I need anybody. Because see, I have seen all too much, and I know you all have. I mean, how many of you have experienced or been touched by someone committing suicide? I mean, because it is a debilitating, devastating disease. And so for me, and I call it a disease, it's a disorder, right? And the other thing I do is I recognize when I'm eating bad, and usually it's like too much sugar. Oh, that's my thing, is too much sugar will set me off too. And that's what I take, a lot of sugar when I'm doing a lot of readings, because it's crazy. So those are my like fast 5. But I do know that, when I talk to a friend who is another empath, usually, listen, psychics like psychics, we kind of like talk to each other. Oh, I see this, And, but usually they're not the ones that say to me, you need to go for a walk. They don't give me that. They kind of go, yeah, I know how you feel. And let me tell you something. The best thing for me when I'm going through stuff is to be validated. When you are invalidated by, you need to just get up and go for a walk. Okay, let's all get up and go for a walk. Not, it's kind of like, that's like saying, I have a 300-pound elephant, like 4 of them sitting on all my arms and legs, and you're going, get up. And I'm like, okay, if you could move these weights, I'd go. So it can be very, very challenging. Let me just see. Be careful about medication. Here's the thing, Nola, and I want to say this about medication, okay? Here's the thing. Here's the thing I want to, and I'm not a doctor, but I'm going to talk about medication for a minute, because I think it's important. I think that at the end of the day, we are always the champions of our own experience. And so one of the things I want to say about meditation is that sometimes we are so deep in, we cannot see that we need medication. Well, I need meditation too, but we can't see that it's bad. And that's why, I have a few friends, and like I said, my doctor. But these are the kind of things we have to do. So what I want to say to you is, talk to professionals, really pray on it, weigh it out for yourself. And I certainly don't judge people who are on medication. I think that if it's what you need for I like to call it a bridge. Sometimes we're on the bridge a long time. Sometimes we never get off. It's better to be on the bridge than jump off the bridge. And that's my theory, okay? So if it's something where you literally cannot function, and, for me, this has gone on 4 days now, and I'm going, I need to see my doctor. So I'm going to see her. And we're going to talk about some of the options that I see right now that I need to be doing. And so we're going to talk about that. But I think it's really important to really support each other, and to say, and part of that, you guys, I want you to really think about this. Part of it is, it's very hard. It's like it's almost like you don't have any armor on, right? It's like it's like a puppy's underbelly. You literally have no protection against any of the meanies out there. And so that's why it's like when I'm doing this, I have to make sure, okay, I'm in a good place. But today I was like, you know what? Somebody was really mean, and I thought, you know what? No, no, no. It's like I don't mind if you want to discuss something with me, but I do mind if you want to be disgusted with me. So there's a big difference. It's, if something's triggering you, admit it. Hey, listen, you know what? You're saying this triggered me, you know? And one person was glorifying someone, and I said, that person really triggers me, so I don't want to have that conversation with you. And it's not a politician, how about that? But there's certain things that we have to just really be honest about with each other. And barely existing, thank you for saying that, because medication does save people's lives, and I've seen it happen. I think that one of the things that that's super important to get is that we still live in a society where we do judge that. Alcoholism now, it's like, I don't know, the old joke in LA was kind of like, oh, I make my best deals at an AA meeting. And let's see. Roy just said, I'm just not happy to still be alive. Still fun to toss myself into social shit when I'm bored. I think the thing is, and that's great, Roy, it's like, I don't know if, and I'm going to say this because I don't know that if I would say that I have that happy to be alive a lot, except I will say I have it when I'm writing and I'm connecting. And also when I'm doing readings, and my readings these days are not like, you're going to meet a tall, dark stranger. It's more about, helping people really shift so they can be where they want to be. And isn't it funny? I've always said this, sometimes the best information comes from the most broken people, and I think we've got to really admit that nobody's perfect, and that, it's like the old cliche of, take what you like and leave the rest. Can somebody summarize why Tori's depressed? Emily, hold on. That's going to be a scroll. And I'm glad you're asking that. Thank you for asking the question. I think what I was saying is that I go through bouts with it where I am triggered by a lot. Like if it's a perfect storm is what happens to me, is that I'd been doing a lot of readings. I'd been eating a lot of sugar. These, the shootings that happened this weekend, there was a lot of like, I was exhausted. And when I'm exhausted and the sugar kicks in, it just, my whole thing goes down. And I've always had bouts with it. And it's very typical, by the way, for alcoholics, children of alcoholics, people who live with alcoholics, to have this kind of depressive condition. And I think it's a complete sense of helplessness and hopelessness, and it's physical for me. It used to be brain. It's not anymore. It's physical. So I just feel like, oh my gosh, I can't get up and fold those sheets. Like I literally can't get up and go take the laundry and fold it. And so I've learned techniques to deal with that, and I do it. But I think what was more important to me today, Emily, was really being able to come out and say to people, hey, I have this. And if you do, you're not alone. And I respect choices that you make to deal, I don't want to say deal with it, because so much of the time, people come to me and go, I need to get rid of this. And I'm like, it's kind of like the foundation of your house. You can drill into it, but you can't necessarily get rid of it. So what I mean by that is that it becomes a part of you, and that depressed energy becomes the thing in me that at times I'm able to create through the feelings, and I'm able to communicate through the feelings, and I can connect with you at a very deep level. And as an artist, as a creator, that's really what I want. I'm looking for that level of connection, and I think we all are at a certain point, And I just want to see something here. Alistair Sebastian, thank you again. And I love South Carolina, actually. So thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Okay, I'm having the same issues right now. I've had a hard time getting everything clean, especially on my dishes. I've been doing as much as possible with a 4-year-old, so all a mess again. You know, Dan and Katie, girl. I mean, of course, you have a 4-year-old. That's like, you know. Yeah, the psychiatrist. Yeah. Thank you, Jill. Thanks for saying that. Why don't you just kill yourself? Well, Momo, you've been blocked. Because see, this is the thing. I'll tell you why I don't kill myself. I don't want to. And I think that, you know, I know that's what the person just posted. You know, this is what I'm saying is that, you know, this kind of forum, you know, just have to get rid of those people. And I do need to have like a sense of humor about like, really, you know, like you're off the rocker. Okay. Yes. Truth seeking gal. Thanks for saying that. She said, I think Anthony Bourdain's depression was exacerbated by the exorbitant amount of traveling that he was doing for years. Yes, it was. And I really, yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see. Oh, Emily, Momo was your first troll too? Cool. I feel honored now. Very unoriginal. Listen, I tell you what, she's blocked, Amor. She's blocked. The thing I want to say about, oh, wait. Truth-seeking girl is okay. Okay. Yeah. Truth-seeking gal is okay. If you could unhide that, I think Cruz Boston, she's okay. But what I was going to say is, oh, thank you, Cruz Boston. You're the best. Let's see. Monday, Tuesday. What is M? Yeah. Okay, I will. MTHFR. Okay. You mean spirit seems to be all over the place on YouTube. The mean spirit. Someone just recently suggested I commit suicide. You know, I think that here's the thing, Melissa. Melissa Costner just said, what the heck is wrong with people? I think the thing is that they can't feel at all. And so what they want to do is they want to attack you so they can get a rise out of you and they can get the joy of being passive aggressive. You know, I think you really, like, it was really funny because I went out today to the pharmacy because I had to pick up, I picked up some laundry detergent. So I was at the pharmacy and I walked in and I got this detergent and the woman said, I said, oh, isn't there a coupon on this or something? And she said, well, you'd have to take that out of the circular. And I looked at her and I go, and that would be living where? And she was like, well, it's in the circular. I go, okay, so let's just start this over. Don't talk to me like I'm a dum-dum. Let's get the circular. And I said, are you having a day where people are driving you insane? And she said, yeah, pretty much. And I go, okay, please don't be that way with me. And she's like, okay, I'm sorry. And I was like, cool. So just show me what to do and I'll do it. And she showed me and I did it. And I was like, woo. I said, listen, don't let it get to you if you can afford it. If not, don't come into work. It's like, you need to quit this job. You know, I'll hire you. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, let's see. What did Carolyn said? Basically, people suck. Let's see. Yeah, I think thank you, Denise. Everyone is someone's most important person. You know, thank you for saying that, Denise. And I think that's really true. And I think the thing we have to look at here is that suicide is an option because the feelings become so overpowering and so terrifying that we literally can't face it. And I remember one night, this is years ago, I want to say 20 years ago, I was in such a horrifyingly bad place. I literally called my best friend and it was like 3 a.m. She goes, and she answered and she said, what? I go, I'm bad. You have to come get me. And she came to get me and she took me to the hospital. And I was living in LA at the time. So it was one of the the actor hospitals. I know. Anyway, so that was the insurance I had. Anyway, so we went there and they said, "What medicine are you taking?" And I said, "Well, I was taking, I think it was Sudafed and, oh gosh, cough medicine with codeine because I'd had an illness." And they looked at these ingredients and they go, "Oh my gosh, you shouldn't be taking them together." Who knew? Well, my doctor certainly didn't. Susan Mundy, thank you so much for the super chat. I want to just acknowledge you and say thank you. It really, really makes a difference. Hi, baby. You want to come over here? Come here. Oh, he's like, no. Okay. I think the thing is like, let's see, suicide's like buying a motorcycle. Wait until you're over 40. Nobody cares. But, oh, Roy, you're so bad. You know what the thing is that, is it possible that you don't want to die, but there's a piece of you that needs to die? That's a question posed to me. Well, there's always parts of us that are dying, energetically. And I want to say this, that that one of the things that happens is that, we talk about in astrology, we talk about every 7-year cycle. So it happens 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, and then again 63 and 70. Now, as I say that, you're like, what does that mean? Well, what it means is those are a planetary 7-year cycle. So when you're, for example, 35, something new happens at 35 because you're in your Mars cycle. But so every 7 years our cells completely regenerate if we're healthy, right? So I think what happens is that there are certain ideas that get stuck in our body, and that's what this is just energetically what I've come to understand for myself. So yeah, I think a part of us does have to die off. I think that we have to just, know. And by the way, there's a sadness. There's almost like a funeral that's happening when lost time has passed. When you wake up and you're 40 or 50 or 60 or 70 and you go, oh gosh, I just got it. I was doing a reading with a client the other day, and she was very depressed. And, she was very depressed, and she was like, well, I want to do this, but I never did it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to guess that you lingered in this energy for a long time. She said, yeah, I just need to get over it. I go, why don't we just sit in it together? She was like, what? I said, we took literally 10 minutes where we sat in that sadness, the profound sadness around wasted time. And as we sat there together, we just breathed. And I was just sharing with her, I'm just like down. And she's like, yeah, me too. And we're just breathing. And then, I shared with her that I saw something around when she was 7, and then we talked about that. And, we did a fun exercise because I have a whole reclaiming that time exercise. And so we did it. And at the end, she was like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. And it's because we don't get over things. We actually integrate them into who we are. And so one of the things that happens with, if you will, my depression is that it gets integrated into my writing. It gets integrated into my empathic work. The part where it becomes challenging, you guys, is when it stops me. When I get to that place where it's like, oh my gosh, I am now frozen in my chair. That's the problem. So that's when I have to take outside action, outside help. So I am going to be talking to my doctor about a plan of action that is going to be a renewable one, because I feel like I'm not, I just want to say I'm not going to stay in this place without having a plan. And that's the thing, I think, is that, it's okay to be down. It's okay to be depressed. It's okay to lay on the couch and not know what to do for a little while. That's okay. Where it becomes not okay for me is when I absolutely have to be in that place with it where, okay, this is lingering and the normal, the usual suspects are not working. And so that means I need to, and I go through my checklist, and so I'm not going to get over my depression. It's always going to be an aspect of me. And I think that's the thing, is that we just need to be talking about it. So we go, it's not you're not a bad person. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just dealing with life. And you know what? Like 60 years ago, we were worried about, like, not 60, maybe 100 or 200. Our ancestors were worried about bears, you know, they were worried about getting like killed on the plantations and stuff. I mean, now we don't have those I have no choice thing. We now have too many choices. And I think as a result, it can make us freeze more. So, you know, when I talk about managing, quote, a depression, it's like managing a business or managing anything, you know, managing a household. And, you know, I don't know who said it before, so forgive me, but somebody said, oh my gosh, you know, my sink is always dirty. Well, you know what? You have a 4-year-old. It's going to be dirty. You know, it's like, make it a game. Make it a game with her and just go, you know what? I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to take 5 things out of the sink and put in the dishwasher. Can you count each one with me? You'd be surprised, you know? And I was telling somebody, you know, this was a friend of mine a number of years ago now. She was suffering really badly from a depression. And, you know, and I have friends that go through all kinds of things, right? And, you know, and I think I've shared this, but, you know, she could not get her kids to listen to her and about homework and stuff. And so I just turned the tables on them and I just said, you know what? I think the way this is going to roll now, okay, you guys, is that her 2 kids. I was like, you don't get to do homework anymore, because they weren't doing it. And they were like, what? I go, you don't get to do your homework. They're like, what are you talking about? They came and stayed with me for like 2 weeks because she was being hospitalized. But I said, you don't get to do your homework. I said, we're just going to sit up and watch TV and we'll play some board games and no homework, no homework. That's a privilege. Homework is a privilege. They're like, you're backwards. And I'm like, no, I'm not. It is a privilege to be smart, to be educated, and to not look like an ass. So if you don't want that privilege, let's play games. I can do it. So I had a really fun week, but they didn't. Because by the end of the first week, they were going, can we like do some homework? I'm like, no. You have to watch at least 3 hours of television before you do any homework, if at all. These kids were so tired by the time they went home because they started watching TV with me till 10 or 11 because that was my thing. And then like at 10:30, they're like, can we please go upstairs now and finish our homework? Oh, all right. They went upstairs, they worked on their homework and their grades improved. And their mom later said to me, how did you do that? And I said, well, simple. I told them they couldn't. And I told them what the real privilege was. They had their privileges backwards. And so sometimes, you know, we can know things never having had a children, you know. It's like we have never having had a child or having had a dis-ease, alcoholism, or, you know, and I think I shared this when I talked about alcoholism recently, is that it's only one thing that can happen to a family. You know, there's all kinds of problems that, you know, that can come up in a family. And I think that, you know, when we put things in the priority for ourselves, like I know for me that depression is a dangerous thing to have. And so I know that there's certain things I have to do because there are things I love to do. I really love YouTube. I love talking to you guys. I really love, and I'm just getting into like, I love my nails, right? Do you know I was telling a friend of mine, I have over $1,000. I'm not kidding. Over $1,000 worth of nail polish. Like, and I was like, oh my God. Like, and I wear it twice because once you wear it twice, you're like, So this is like my new fun thing. I feel like a teenager again with my nails thing. And so there's certain things I just like doing, you know? But those are the little things. Those are the little things that we have to find. Okay, Roy, are you like joking or are you like being like a little off the wall? You need to tell us, because if you're being like too snarky, all right, so just chill a little here. Wish I had a family to abuse. I'm going to tell you, Roy, I don't know where you're coming from, so I need some clarity on your posts, okay? Like, all right. So depression is hard to navigate, let alone manage. Please give yourself credit. Oh, Michelle, yeah, I know. But okay, thank you, Jessica, thank you so much. Yeah, he is being a jerk. Thank you, Shayna. See, Shayna Newman just said it, and thank you for that. Roy, you're being a jerk, so I kind of don't want you on this feed right now. Here's what I want to say about this, and I think it's important. I can't always tell, so I kind of check in with people, But like, to be mean and be stupid, please just go be stupid somewhere else. Like, do it on your own time, because what we're talking about is something that's kind of serious. And, enough already. Enough making fun of people who have serious issues. That's not okay. It's like somebody today, and some of I've put on the discussion thing. I was talking about the nail thing I'm doing. And no, it's like Avon, okay? You can buy it or you can sell it. But I signed up because I wanted to get this stuff, so I'll show it to you. But I'm going to do another video about that, by the way. It's separate from this. But, somebody was like, I don't like that you even mentioned Shanann. And I was like, the only thing I mentioned about Shanann there was that how I felt unafraid to do, forgive me for putting it this way, like dorky things that I like, because sometimes we judge ourselves for like little silly things, like I'll never forget, I had a date. Yes, I had a date like 2 years ago with this guy, and last year. And it was really funny. We're sitting there. He goes, I have to tell you, I really like Hallmark. And I went, I can't believe you said that. I like Hallmark Channel too, and I've always been embarrassed by it. So I think that the things that I was encouraged by were the things that I judged so much that, I don't judge it now. I don't judge, like, if somebody wants to sell something, I don't have to buy it. You don't have to buy it. But if somebody's into it and they want to tell me about it, I'm open to it, as long as you're not pushing it on me. I feel the same way about religion and smoking. I don't want to smoke. So please don't, like, you want to have a cigarette, go stand over there. I don't mind. But I don't want to be in the room with you while you do it. That's my theory. So just see what you guys are saying. Actually, I'm so right now, I don't notice that people are bashing me. Susan, that's what's going on. Susan Mundy just said it. That's why I can't tell. Like, I don't want to be unfair. I don't want to be unfair to somebody like a Roy, because I'm like, well, maybe I could be overreacting. And that's why it's helpful. By the way, that's why I absolutely love my mods, Jess, Cruz Boston, Emily, because see, one of the brilliant things about having you guys around, and I'm so grateful right now, is that they can be a stand for me when I don't have that. I'm missing that BS barometer right now. Yeah, that's it. Oh, Sandy likes lipstick. I'm a lipstickaholic right now. Yeah, society's mean about physical illness. I think depression is very serious. I'm sorry for anyone with it. Yeah, you know what I think also? It's like, don't they have something positive to do? Honestly, I don't understand if those trolls are parents. Would they want their kids to be treated that way? See, this is the big thing. Those trolls are parents, but they are parents that have never grown up. See, they're still the child. And that's it. Let's see. CB, I don't know what you mean. Oh, Cruz Boston. Go up there and look. I said I had my eye on him. I know you did. You were so funny. How can you tell that Roy wasn't serious? Too short. I think that I think for me, it's kind of like somebody can say something off color, and you kind of go, huh? But if they say it again, you go, I'm not. Now, normally I'd be like, no, bye-bye. But when I'm kind of vulnerable like this, I can't catch it in time, if that makes sense. By the way, if you all would help me, and please like this video if you're really jamming on what we're saying here, give it a thumbs up. It really does help. And the other thing is, if you know somebody who's going through this stuff, definitely share it. Put it on your Facebook page, put it on your Twitter, and just say, hey, I'm really digging this conversation, because I feel like, for me as a writer, for me as a creative, I think it's important that I come out and tell you what's going on. I mean, it's so painful sometimes when people go, about your work or something, they'll diss it, and you're like, ugh. And for that, I just kind of like, I have to go, I'm not my work. A lot of times I don't remember what I wrote anyway. Like, I can't even tell you, because it's so like through me. I know I'm enjoying it, but let's see. I can call it okay. Lizette Nilsson said, Sandy White. What did Sandy ask? Okay, I call it the temple chakra. Okay, it's the 6th chakra. Tapping your finger right there opens up something. It won't work to begin with, but after now and then, let's see, but doing it now and then when depressed. I've got to tell you, I have to be very careful with the 6th chakra in that sense. I think it's Liesel Lot. What a great name. I wish I could pronounce it better. Sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah, Emily. Emily is one of our mods. Emily's got a channel going, you guys. If you would go ahead and you can actually click on her blue thing with the wrench, and it'll take you over to her channel. Definitely like and subscribe to her because she's working on her building her channel. Black Rose 11, good to see you. Thank you, Artie. Thank you. Yeah. So, listen. Okay. So the idea is that. Oh, you have to go out of chat to do a thumbs up? That's the weirdest thing. I've never heard of that. Maybe you do. I always thought you could. Oh, whatever. But thank you. People can do it in here. There's a way to do it. I don't know how. All right. Let's see. Oh, who said this? Traveling Leaf. Hey all, I'm a mental health RN who works inpatient mental health. If you have any questions about the inpatient setting, feel free to ask. Oh, that's so sweet. Best thing for me is I wash my hair. You're so funny. I do my nails. Okay. Yeah. So what I want to say about this is that thank you. Black Rose put Emily's channel down there. Please definitely like and subscribe. Jump on over there, and I'm going to, all right, Owen. I do the same thing. I do the same thing for my friend Duty Ron, Dutyron. Great crime stuff. He's retired New York City detective. He is the friend. He's such a good friend. Just put X to shut chat, give thumbs up, and go right back into chat. Oh, I see. You have to cross out the chat, go like the video, and then come back. Alice Watt said, I too suffer from depression. In fact, 2 weeks ago, I was where you are. I'm seeing the sunshine once again, and it will pass. And that's the thing we have to remember. This too shall pass. Yeah, Duty Ron's the best. He texts me, and he's like, can you talk? I'm like, yeah, I can talk. Yeah, I'm a mod on his channel, and he's a mod on my channel, Emily. It's just, he's great. So guys, I need to see what you think I should put on next. Okay, so this is my nail polish thing. Okay, so this is my new deal. All right, this is called, this one gives to pets. It's called Pause for the Cause. Check out this. These are the little nail strips. So, and look, my nails have grown in. See how much it's grown in? Look at that. But I still haven't chipped it. It's 10 days. So do you like Pause for the Cause? Okay. Or this one is called, wait a second. It's called Oh My Stars. Oh My Stars. And the Oh My Stars is a glow in the dark. These are glow in the dark. So which one do you think? I need to know, just on a need to know. It's the waiting list that's so awful. You just got to remember how great life can be. Yeah, you know what, Catherine? I know. And that's the thing. I have things like Pause for the Cause. Oh my stars, 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 stars. Oh my gosh. I love this crowd. Stars. Doggies always make you happy. I know. I like the stars too. Okay. Okay, so I really love it. Yeah, nature. Critters. Stars is kind of cool. It's glow in the dark. Yeah, isn't that cool? Okay, it looks like stars have it. All right, so I'm going to, in my next, I'm going to do a video probably tomorrow. And I don't know if I'll do it live. I may just pre-do it where I'm gonna literally put these on so you guys can know. Oh, thank you, Emily. Emily just said, how can I support you? So I've got this thing going. Let me grab this link for you. Because one of the things that's going on is I have this kind of like open little thing going. So let me show you. I'm going to give you a special link. Now this special link, check this out. Because I love, me, I love the nails. I'm so into it. Okay, so I'm looking for, hold on one second. Don't go anywhere. Let's see, where am I? Parties. Okay, so they have a thing called a party on Color Street. And I'm just giving you the special link to that. Here it is. Okay, and thank you for asking. Here we go. Okay, this is the special link that I just put down there. Did it come up? Oh, I didn't. Oh, I don't think so. Okay, it's basically, I know, the nail art thing is great. Can they be worn over shellac? Yes. And they have the, that is the link I gave. Emily, can you take that link and make it, or somebody, okay. Okay, so Allie, here's the deal. I want to be upfront with this. It's set up like Avon. Okay, so yeah, you can tell somebody to sell. I don't care if you sell or not. But what it is I just joined because as I signed up, I got like, I think they send you 10 or 12 of these. They send you random ones that are gorgeous. And it was like $129 to sign up. So I signed up, okay? And the reason I signed up is because I like the nails and I got like a ton of stuff. And this is the one I'm going to wear on Veterans Day. This is the Because of the Brave. So it's really kind of cool. And you'll see them on, but anyway, so the way it works is like an MLM, but there's no pressure to sell anything. There's no pressure to do anything. I mean, I'll be really upfront with you. I literally went to the post office today and this woman was like, oh my gosh, where is it? So like, and I literally, I just showed it to her. I have a little card and I gave her the thing and she just placed an order. So, I mean, this kind of stuff is like, whoa, I don't have to do anything, which I like. My best friend, it was like the MLM queen, and they freaked me out because I don't like the idea of you got to spend $10,000 and then, I'm not looking to make money. I like the nails. It just so happens that I have made money. I've made my money back at this point. So there you go. I hope I made sense. So to answer your question, it is set up like an MLM where you sign up under somebody, but and they get percent, I guess, of what you sell, but you always get 25% of every sale. So it's just pretty clean across the board. Plus, I don't carry stock. Like literally, you go online and order it and then it gets sent to you and I have nothing to do with it. So I kind of like that. Oh, Sean, I'm sorry. Sean, you have to get this for all of your women friends for Christmas. So here's what I want to say to you though. I have a special if you use that link. If any orders come through that link, the special is $100 of sale of buying stuff, and I will send you a personal note, energetically what I'm picking up around you. So it's kind of fun. You'll get a psychic message from me that I'll write. And if you spend $250 or over, you will get a free 20-minute phone reading with me where you can talk to me about anything you need to, and I'll zero in and give you some ideas about it. And that's like basically you get all the merch for that. So that's what I'm doing with Color Street for you guys if you're interested, and I'll be talking about that tomorrow. Let's see. Elisa, you could paint your fingernails, but my toenails always look good. That's why I'm wondering if you could put them on your toes. Oh, yes. The only thing is they have some for toenails that are specific to that. There's maybe like 5 different ones, and they're going to be developing it. But honestly, if you look at this, and I'll show you, this is kind of interesting. Look how wide that is. Like if you look at my thumbnail, I'll try to do it. Wait, I'm so backwards. Here we go. Look at how my thumbnail is compared to that. So you could see that this actually fits on my big toe. So you can kind of modify it too for that. So so you can put them on your toes. Your husband's rolling his eyes and smiling. Oh my gosh, bang, bang, kiss, kiss. He must be like, what on earth? That's what I'm saying. This is going to be chick chat when I get to it. So here's the thing, everybody. I would do, it does work on toes. I don't want to show you mine right now because I have to take this off. But so that's the Such Cute Nails thing is my personal site. That is like what they give you a site, So here's the thing I want to say about the MLM thing, guys. It's not like you have to join or anything like that. It's like Avon. If you like the product, you can buy it. If you want to sell it, you can sell it. And I got into it because, and I mentioned this because there's a woman who is a lot like, she reminded me of Shanann, and I'm going to interview her. You guys are going to be like, uh-oh. Like, she's so cute. She's got 2 kids. And she started this just as a whim to just, pay for vacations for the family. And she's been doing great. So I kind of wanted to support her. And I loved her product, and so there you go. That's how I got into it. And oh yeah, Dawn got I got the buy 3, get 1 free. That's still going on if you buy 3 of these. So if you buy 3, you can buy 3 different ones. 3 here's a cool one. Look at that one, Dawn. I think Dawn got that one. And this is the one that I have on right now. I think that's the one. And this is Interstellar. It's kind of cute. You can't really see it. The camera doesn't do justice to it. But these are kind of like the fun, funky ones. And by the way, any of the sparkle, it's so easy. Okay, I am going to do a live on how to apply them. How about that? Okay. Have you made a video on money? What do you mean, Em? Can you explain it? You mean energetically? I have an entire series on money. Oh, did you? Which one? You got the 2 French. Okay, okay. That's a great deal. There's that Tori enthusiasm. Oh, the money. You mean how much it costs? What do you mean? What do you mean, Emily? Can you make that clear? Like anything and everything, all the money things with the Tori point of view. Sure. Sure. I know, right? Melissa, I haven't seen Avon forever. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. So Avon's an MLM, but Avon isn't the MLM of today, you know, where it's like, you've got to buy $1,000. Nah, I can't do that. That would like set me off the edge. So I am going to, by popular vote, I'm going to put this on. So what I'm going to do, I'll probably shoot a video in the morning where I will show you guys and I'll post it. So it'll be, I'm going to call it Chick Chat because it's going to be a new playlist, Chick Chat, where I'm going to be talking about and applying this, and I'll do it on the video and I'll show you what it's about and all that. And then I am going to bring in, she's so freaking cute. And like I said, she's just like Shanann. It's like, I was like so taken with her. I'm going to bring her in and just do an interview with her about her life and stuff like that, because I think it'd be fun. Where's Kylie? Kylie's first time seeing you live. Yes, Kylie, we're glad you're here. I know, Joanne. Isn't Avon the best? I know, Avon's still kicking around. Do you know it's the oldest women's company in, I know it's the oldest in America. It was 119 years ago, like 10 years ago. So maybe it's 129 now. Okay, let's see. Fuller Brush. Truth-seeking gal, now you're scaring me. Yes. Aw, Sean, of course you and Coop can come to Chick Chat too. And Coop is his dog, by the way. That Sean's dog is, Cooper is the cutest dog ever in this lifetime. You've got to put a picture of Coop up in the Patreon thing. And I'm going to be doing a little bit more, the video thing on Patreon. I want to do more true crime where I can just say what I think, because what's happening here on YouTube is they are just really nailing the crap out of people with some of the true crime stuff. So, ooh, yeah. Oh my goodness, that's great. Your mom does nail art. Someone said have a slumber party and do our nails. Oh my gosh, that would be so funny. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Polka dot, you stick them on over your nails and twist the extra off. There are videos on YouTube and show you how to do it. I haven't done it yet, but it looks super easy. Yes, it is super easy if I can do it. Oh my gosh, Susan, you are so funny. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Tori, could you do video, Ray, Missy Beavers, seems to be a father-in-law, not no current. But okay, all right, I'll look into it. I just looked into the Hart family. Nail meetup party. Oh my God, that would be so funny. Okay, videos on earning, energy around money, mindset around money, trauma around money, creativity and money, entrepreneur money talk. Yes. Okay. Emily, do me a favor, just because that I will forget. Take that and send that. You know what? The best way to get a hold of me, and I shouldn't say this, is through my suchcutenails@yahoo.com, because that does come to me. It comes to Elizabeth, but she just forwards it right over to me. So how many days do they last? Jill, check this out. This is 10 days, okay? Not a single chip. And I didn't put clear polish on it. But you could see how it's grown in? Kind of looks like a little bit like the, and I've just been pushing the cuticles back, but It's been 10 days. I mean, look at that. You could see how it's, see, 10 days. That's how it's grown in. So, Owen, Elisa is doing great. His tumor has shrunk. I put him on Purina Pro Plan and completely changed him. I don't even know what's going on. I know I want to try the glowing stars and paw prints. They are so cute. I can't even take it. Polka dot, I'm so used to typing dog, LOL. Oh, you're so cute. Yeah, it's actually, no, it's Black Rose. It's not suchcutenails.com. It's actually www.colorstreet.com/suchcutenails. And there's a number on the end. If you add those numbers, you'll be eligible. I want to make sure I get the numbers. Here it is. I'm going to just duplicate it again. The numbers on the end, here it is. Oh, good. Okay. The numbers on the end, it's like, it's, Such Cute Nails /party/749294. Okay, there you go. Do a night live. Oh, that would be funny. You know what, Humanimal? Owen can't take raw meat on his tummy. Tried it. No, I haven't heard of gentle diets. Oh my gosh, Joanne, your granddaughter, if you go on to the link, they have the petite nails. Those are for kids. They are so cute. I liked them. I was like, oh my gosh. What was I feeding him before? Avoderm. And I know, right, Joni? I was bummed too. See, here's the thing that happened though with those nail strips, and that's why they're selling them like this. Sally, just so you know, Joni mentioned it. Yeah, they were trying to sell them in Walmart. The problem is that when they started selling them, they can't sell them for what they can sell them for online. And they were like losing money. So same thing with Sally Hansen, they have to charge so much. So with the having people sell it, they call them stylists, having people sell them, it actually makes it the product cheaper and they can give all sorts of bonuses. So that's, do the ladies remember? Loves Baby Soft. Oh my gosh. Do you remember the lemon one? What was it? Lemon Up? We used to put that on our hair. I've been dealing with some health issues myself. What? Gut problem. Got to get more tests done. Yeah, Dawn, that, and I'm just going to tell you, I'm not a doctor, but I'm going to energetically tell you something. And that is, that's going to be a dietary change, but you're going to be fine. So go to the doctor. Okay. No chips. Do you have a housekeeper? Okay. Fair enough. But I am so hard on my nails. I'm doing dishes more than anybody else. Seriously. This is like 10 days of, and by the way, I also clipped them down 2 days ago. They were super long. Okay. I do laundry. I do dishes. What else? I clean stuff. I do have a housekeeper, but she's on vacation. So I've been doing stuff. And so this is, that does look like the one I ordered. I think it is. I think you ordered this one, Dawn. Oh no, you got the Interstellar, which is a little darker, and I got that one too. It's really cute. So I didn't mean to make this about the nails, you guys. I'm sorry. So please give a thumbs up if you, I know I got to go too, Jill. Please give a thumbs up if you like the video. Please share, like, subscribe. What? Black Rose 11, going for a breast biopsy. Wednesday the 7th. Okay, everybody, can we just send lots and lots of light right now? Blessings to Black Rose 11 for her biopsy on Wednesday. Please keep us posted. What's diet mean? Susan Mundy just said, what's diet mean? Oh, it means, maybe you're eating too much sugar and it's creating certain things. The doctors will know, the nutritionists usually know that kind of stuff. So, and I need to know about falsely accused in Aussie. Like, seriously, that's another story, okay? Do you wash dishes frequently? Yeah, I do. Because what happens is I cook. So I'll be washing the dishes and then why do you wash the dishes before you put them in the dishwasher? Well, I rinse them off, okay? And there you go. Yeah, please, Black Rose. Good. Good, good, good. Send blessings, and also send some blessings to Dawn. You're going to be fine. So thank you for letting me share about what's going on and look kind of funky today. And I am super grateful for all of you. And I just feel better just talking to all of you. So if I'm not mistaken, the link, let me make sure. Not sure. I'm going to put the actual link for Color Street right down below once I post this video. So use the party link. It'll say /party/ something else, and you'll see it. So that's it. Oh, Dawn, you're fine. Oh, let's see. Much love, falsely accused. I just love that. I know, isn't it fun? Love the nails. Isn't it fun? It's just kind of a fun, goofy thing. Stay safe, everyone, and remember, say what you mean what you say, but don't say it mean, and be kind to each other. All right. Much love, everybody, and great time I had with you tonight. I just feel better just talking to all of you. So thank you. Much love, everyone. Bye for now.